Okay, that was cool. I had to wait long enough. I had to wait at least 20 seconds there because I figured that'd be a funny way to end the video. I just got to make sure to remember in editing. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mark that. I'm gonna make a note about that. Yeah. XD. Okay. Actually, I've never actually written XD with an actual pen on a notepad before. I totally just did that right now. Yeah, I know that the outro for my videos, the stay tuned screen with the two links that you can click on, I know that lasts 20 seconds. So if I wanted an episode to end with that and just have the music and me staring at this, I had to wait for 20 seconds. Anyway, you guys didn't need to know that little bit of behind the scenes info. Sometimes when you're recording, you spot opportunities like this and you take them. Once you've I actually kind of don't want to leave though, to be honest with you. Once you stop looking at titty, once you oh man, what am I doing? I'm not even looking at the screen anymore. I've been this is awesome. No, once you once you make a technological advancement like this, it's like letting the genie out of the bottle. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. The best that you can hope to do is, I don't know. I think you guys understand what I'm saying. My thought process has been completely derailed. Let's just get on with the missions. Oh, a bathroom. I was right. I knew it was a bathroom. I'm cool. Bet you there's money under a toilet somewhere. Nah. All right. Off we go. Okay, where are we going? I guess I just head out onto the street now. Oh, okay. Well, never mind that. Hey, buddy.
Great job at the plant, boss. Wish I could have gone out with you, but things got a little tense over here, too.
Nah, I need you guys here, keeping this place safe. Leave the big stuff to me. There you are. Were you looking for me earlier?
Glad to see ya. Damn it. Now I sound like his girlfriend or something.
Are you rehearsing right in front of me?
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired, worse, arrested, if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
So, this must be what Athena was worried about. It's you and a guy named Tyndall stealing neuropozyne. Glad I didn't go snooping around people's offices. That seems like it might have been a waste of time. And you came right to me to confess. All right.
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
I mean, don't get defensive. Just answer the question.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Just so that he could blackmail you later. I mean, it's a pretty smart move on his part. It secures him. But it doesn't, because now you come here to confess. He was gambling.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey-aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer.
Ah,
It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
so one praxis point would be useful before I speak to Tyndall, but I don't think I'll need to. Well, I don't think I'll need to use the social enhancer on him. Perhaps that's my arrogance, but we'll see.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment, on his computer maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path, maybe use the fire escape or something.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
Ah, so we're friends. There did seem to be a bit of familiarity between the two of them. Oh my god. You know, Mr. Seraph wouldn't be too pleased with me helping you out this way. But with the few interactions I've had with him, I feel like he'd get heated if he ever found out I was helping you. But I think he would have the moral compass to realize why I did it, and it wouldn't really impact anything. So I'm gonna have to take the heat from our boss for you. But that's all it would be for me, is my boss getting angry at me. For you, it would be termination or even prosecution.
All right, tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Whew. There's a lot for me to do now.
Did you get it yet?
What?
Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
No, of course I didn't.
Let me get back to you.
Can you just leave? I don't want you sitting here now. He's so nervous. Like he's like, you can tell he's holding his stomach like, oh my god. It's like, I got so much heartburn from this. Yeah, he's super freaking worried, and I don't blame him. Any updates? No. All right. I guess we just head out now. Spent enough time here. Spent about an hour here. Almost on the dot, huh? Let me think. So David wants me to get into the police station, get to the morgue, and retrieve the neural hub from that hacker, so we can find out more about what's going on, find out who did this. That's the important thing. But for some reason, SWAT and the police have lied to David and told him that there was not an augmented hacker in there, and they refused to let him see the corpse. So what are they hiding, and why? We got Corella over there being fucking stupid, stealing neuropozyne. I mean, I still don't really know why. It wasn't to turn a profit. Hold on. Did I learn that? Did I figure out why? All he did was say, "Why do you assume I was trying to turn a profit?" I mean, was he? He doesn't seem like the type, but I'm not gonna discount the possibility that I'm being played here. But I mean, I went through all the dialogue options, and the answer of why he was doing it escapes me. Unless, hold on, I can get more information on this, and I feel like I should now, because suddenly this became relevant. There's a big piece of information missing. I'm gonna have to spend some more time here in the office. What was it? Where's my actual emails? Oh, here we go. This is the one I'm looking for. There may be more information in these other people's computers about the whole thing. let's start with the first one she mentioned. Will's office. Or did she mention a Tyndall? Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I don't need to go through all that stuff. Because I think I can find out the answer by approaching Tyndall or searching his apartment, since that's where I'm going anyway. Speaking of apartments, I have to meet Greg and Josie in theirs for however they want to thank me, probably a weapon mod or something. Objectives activation?
The objective screen details your current missions and objectives. In here, you can find extra information that may help you better understand what needs to be done.
Yeah, this is pretty simple. That's a pretty simple process. Alright, there's a lot going on here. I feel like there's something I'm missing too. There's something else I'm missing. Corella, Seraph, Athena, Thorpe.
Mrs. Reed?
Oh, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
Megan's mom. She's so worried about her. She's always worried about her, like a good mom would be. We saw that in the email at the start of the game.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
One day at a time, and with surprising satisfaction, I almost regret to admit.
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
I want to know too.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
I feel like I can't make any assumptions here about why Chase left, but it seems clear, right? Not really clear, but it's there's some hints. So the investigation wasn't handled properly, huh?
Jensen, right? Heard about you. Yeah, you were a good cop by most accounts. But you're lucky you got out.
I think I am too. I'm not sure I like how SWAT and the rest of them are handling things.
My neighbors were there when it happened, you know. The hostage taking at the Seraph plant.
Weren't you one of the hostages?
Mr. Jensen, is it true that the leader of the terrorist cell got away? Guess you weren't as ready as Mr. Seraph thought.
Excuse me, sneezing. Yeah, what? You wanna shut up? Asshole? Okay, so apparently I don't have a car.
We had the place surrounded, and we were ordered to hang back. Since when do we take orders from David Seraph?
Maybe there was some hazardous material they were worried about.
More like there was something illegal in there that they wanted the rent-a-cop to get rid of. We should have never let that guy in.
I thought Jensen did okay. He helped save the hostages.
He got lucky.
Excuse me?
I got nothing to say to you.
You know what? Fair. I respect the ever-loving fuck out of that.
You're Jensen, right? One of my buddies told me what you did at the plant. Nice job saving those hostages.
I saw that bug you were swatting away. Whatever. Thanks, man. Oh, man. Could I take one of these? It's not Grand Theft Auto, is it? Oh shit, I can pull my gun out here? It's probably not a good thing. But this was the point. It's just kind of weird shaped, though. Alright. Where exactly am I going? I guess a map would be handy here. Oh, this is big. This is big. Meet with Greg Thorpe. Where is the gas station that we've been hearing so much about? Where is the gas station that we've been hearing so much about? Ladies' room and men's room are both marked for whatever this is. There's a lot of fog of war going on here too, it looks like. The yellowed out, solidly colored buildings. Chiron building, downtown apartments, more downtown apartments, more downtown apartments. There's the police station, so my main objective is there. Derelict row. Oh my goodness. A lower level. Oh, these are in the buildings. So where am I? So there's a gas station somewhere. There. Oh, I need to go to the limb clinic and get checked out. That's not a bad idea, actually. So I basically just follow the left wall until I see the limb clinic. Let's do that first. I'm gonna take it slow, at a walking pace here.
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information
Okay, I'll skip that though.
Network, including directory assistance.
Oh, directory assistance, really?
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information Network, including directory assistance, tourist information, and Street Quest. Services are temporarily offline. Thank you.
Thanks. Good thing I'm augmented. Fox on audio. This place looks like a cool place to work. Make a good living. Doing audio work? What is that, like the new Domino's Pizza logo?
Nothing personal, but I don't want to have anything to do with you.
That sounds personal as fuck. No, I get it. You have a moral thing with augmentations. I totally get it. Brave of you to just tell somebody that looks like me something like that straight up. Like, you know I got blades in my arms, right? But it's good. Glad you're bold enough to just say that kind of thing to my face. I respect that. I really, really do. Eliza Kassan. Nightly World News. Of course. Humanity Front's putting out ads? Of course they are. They got... This is a gas station. This must be the gas station everybody's been talking about. They got a guy with a gun out front. No, this is not even... This is a defunct gas station. Knock, knock. You selling arms? I heard you're selling arms.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
Let's sell first. Actually, oh, I should have picked up some of the extra things. How do I... Okay, it's very consoleized. I have nothing to sell. I need to keep everything. It's all useful. Buy ammo, shotgun cartridges, tranquilizer darts, a damage upgrade for weapons. How many credits do I have? 4,100. Burst round system. Actual weapons, tranq rifle, no thanks. Shotgun, no thanks. A mine template. Kind of reminds me of spring razors in Dishonored. I did make a good use of those. Automatic unlocking device, I guess for somebody who sucks at hacking. Okay, really only the weapon upgrades am I really interested in. What is a burst round system? Automatic dual burst system. Burst fire. Fires 2 cartridges per burst for the shotgun. No, thank you. Info. Increases the weapon's damage. So this is for all weapons, I'm guessing. Wait, it only costs $250? Yes, of course we're buying one. And they're sold out now. Okay.
See you soon.
See me soon? I guess you're gonna keep restocking, huh? No Better, The Myth of Human Augmentation by William Taggart. Ooh, I'd love to read his stuff, but I've spent a lot of time reading stuff. You guys can do that.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Yeah. No, I understand how things like this work. We're good. I want to see this. Increased damage on... Wait, let me get its stats first. Damage output. 2 bars out of, I guess, a potential maximum of 5. So if I do this, that just swaps its place. So I have to click here and click combine with this. Click, examine. Now 3 bars out of the potential 5. I like that. Okay. Now, I've also heard about meeting somebody behind the back of the gas station. I don't remember who, though. I'm a little lost. What was that about? And there's like no actual objective or anything here. Oh wait, yes there is. Meet with Greg Thorpe. I mean, as long as we're here, we'll step in. Maybe that's what I was remembering.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those UGG lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop.
Grayson? Where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? He been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you. I want a discount next time.
Word.
Cool. Locate Detective Chase's building. I thought this was Thorpe. Is Thorpe in here? Okay, yes, there's another objective up here. Okay, yeah. No big deal. So they're both here. We might as well take care of these. Detective Chase, I heard you've got some info on things not being quite right up at the police department, which is where I happen to be heading tonight.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in the prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
Bah, it's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
Good man.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it. Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
So you know about the storage locker, and you gave me the code to get in, but the important stuff in there is in a safe, and you won't give me the code for that, because it protects your ass. But if I go in there and I hack the safe, break it open, do whatever it is I gotta do, you're gonna be implicated anyway. You've already told me all of this information. You might as well tell me how to get into the safe. Why can't I tell him this? But he's admitted he's gotten scared on numerous occasions already. I mean, he said he had 3 government agencies pressuring them to close the case, and then they bring in this not exactly a choir boy to tamper with evidence, and as soon as he does, in order to cover up their tracks, they demote the not exactly a choir boy, Wagner, to taking depositions. It's all a cover-up, and the proof of it is in that safe. So really my biggest concern is getting to that storage locker. Seems like getting info on Wagner, going to his office, and getting him to talk is all secondary. But the more information I can get on this, the better. Now, as far as why this guy retired and how he got assigned... Ooh, wait, actually.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
And that's probably why you left, because you got tired of doing things that way.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
I understand.
That's all I need for now.
Yeah, that's basically all the information I could possibly hope for, honestly. Upstairs. Mind? I have to go meet with somebody here. Okay. I'm very interested in Megan's case. I assumed already that she was alive, and that's based strictly off of just what I saw. I saw them slap her, throw her over that dude's shoulder. Meanwhile, they were killing everyone else outright, and they killed everyone else on her team. So I've just been assuming she's alive, and now I'm just realizing that the cops, SWAT, more accurately, the government agencies, misled everybody and said that Megan just died. And I'm realizing now another conversation we heard earlier was about how they, the attackers killed everyone on Megan's team, and Megan's mom thinks Megan is dead. So yeah, it's a lie. They erased Megan from existence so they can do whatever they want with her. So it has to be one of the other corporations trying to get Megan to reproduce her research. It must be someone from that shadowy cabal that we saw in the intro cinematic. It can't be VersaLife. Maybe I'm wrong about VersaLife not wanting to remove the need for their drug. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe VersaLife would be okay with that. Oh, Greg, this is your apartment right here. I'm just gonna walk on in, huh? Josie.
I can never thank you enough for what you did.
Well, we'll see about that, I guess. I mean, I didn't want a reward. I really did. This is just my doing my job, but you said to come here.
Welcome. I'm glad you came. I can never properly repay you for what you did, of course, but I would like to help out any way I can.
What'd you have in mind?
There's a gentleman named Sarah who works in the area. His business causes him to move around quite a bit, but at the moment he's occupying an apartment in a building on Earl's Court. If you mention my name, he'll give you a discount on his wares. He deals in, well, he's a gun runner.
How does a guy like you know someone like that?
Growing up in my old neighborhood, you learn pretty quick to cultivate certain types of relationships.
Okay, so I will get a discount on some arms and such. I kind of want to go into the bedroom and snoop around there, but...
I hope you did the right thing letting that extremist go like that. I guess time will tell.
No, I think that was a good move. You saw what I've already done. Have faith. So we've got info. Got more info on Megan's case. It all points to the precinct. We've got to go to the precinct for the neural hub and to get more info about Megan's case. Apparently there's another apartment with a gun runner named Surratt. I hear screaming outside. Chase. We're all good. Okay. Next up, let's get to that limb clinic. I am kind of concerned. I did recover from these augmentations really quickly. There's been no talk of me needing neuropazine. That would be a very tedious gameplay mechanic. I'm guessing they used whatever they found from Megan's research with Patient X. Oh look, there's the limb sign. I'm guessing they used whatever they found with Megan's research from Patient X to make it so that I won't need neuropazine. So I'm benefiting from Megan's research. I may be the first. And only right now.
Of these protests. These limb people are drug pushers. Someone is getting rich while the rest of us are suffering.
I wouldn't know about those things. All I know is that this violence doesn't serve anyone.
Well, I guess the question now becomes, will the pro-human groups retaliate when Bill Taggart gets here?
He's that Humanity Front guy, right?
He's speaking at the convention center in a few days.
Ugh, that's gonna be a day from hell.
Mm-hmm. You approve of the violence? Is that what you said?
You look like you're built for trouble.
That's a good way to put it. I am. Ooh, the limb clinic is its own separate area.
Mr. Jensen, David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection.
Thought so.
If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuroenhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
I'm getting the impression that Seraph sees in me what Hugh Darrow saw in him. I realize that in a game like this, you can't trust anybody. And David Seraph might ultimately be trying to betray me or whatever. But I'm not willing to make that kind of decision yet, or jump to that sort of conclusion yet, which is why I'm still following his orders, which is why I'm not countermanding his opinions about what I did with Zeke Sanders, etc., etc. I'm just following orders, going along with the plan. We both currently have the same objective: find out who did this and stop them. We're both on that same page. But let's look at the points here. Seraph, number one, in that intro cinematic with Megan in her office, Seraph was just glad to see the two of us, was happy to see Adam. We heard later from an NPC that David Seraph really missed having Adam around, having us around, having me around for that half a year that we were gone. Another big one is Seraph, we heard his voice during the surgery to get the augmentations. He was there, which means he really wanted to use Megan's research to make it so that I wouldn't need neuropozyne. Probably both as a test to see if this would work. I may be the first. And also because he genuinely cares. And now he's made a big donation to LIM in my name to make it so that I can access my augmentations with Praxis kits more quickly. Also, double-edged sword. Two purposes. Not really a double-edged sword, but two purposes. One, he gets a much better chief security officer. And two, it's taking care of me. So, there's a lot. There's a lot to think about here when it comes to Mr. Seraph. Typhoon ammo. No, I don't really plan to use that. It's an interesting augmentation, but I don't really feel I want to use it. I feel like it takes too much skill out of the combat, because you just run into the middle of a group and then kaboom! Steel charges everywhere. Super easy. Don't really want that. Hypostim. Temporary HP. So it's like painkillers, but better. Cyber Boost Pro Energy Jar. Whoa, it's like protein powder. Replenish 3 energy cells in full. Ooh. That could be handy, but I've got some chocolate bars or whatever they are. Ooh, Praxis kit for 5,000. Wait, and there's 2 of them. Aren't I supposed to get these for free? Didn't Homeboy pay for these already? Didn't David Seraph pay for these already? I guess that wouldn't make for good game balance, though. I mean, it's a Praxis kit. If I can afford the next one, I'll figure out how. I'll come back, but I have another Praxis kit right here.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health.
So you say. 1 available Praxis point. I'm so tempted to get the social enhancer, but I like the conversations better when I don't have the game telling me how to make the outcome that I want every time. That doesn't seem right to me. Oh, hold on. There was another one. Smart vision. I'm kind of okay with the see-through walls idea now that I think about it. I often turn down something like this because I feel like it makes the games too easy. But if it's draining a resource like my battery, which removes my ability to cloak as long or do takedowns, I think it's probably kind of worth it. I mean, I think it's probably kind of it's kind of well balanced. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 praxis to activate it, and it's a good cost. It's a decent cost to pick it up. 2 praxis points is a pretty big investment, at least early on. It does. Wait, does it? Okay, energy consumption low. It does take up energy. It's a manually activated thing. I'm okay with this. I think I'm gonna save this praxis point, and I think I'm gonna get smart vision. I would love to get the next upgrade of cloaking. I really would, but I've already invested a couple of points in this. Let's more round myself out. Let's round myself out a bit.
Dr. LeBlanc, code blue.
Okay, so it's like I thought.
Code blue.
Were you around for that protest earlier? I wasn't sure I'd be able to get in here, and I'm overdue for my neuropazine.
Oh, the violent protest was here? Oh, right, they did say that they were firebombing limb clinics, but that's Purity first. Credit services, not Humanity Front.
My first surgery. It's expensive, but you gotta look at it as an investment in the future.
You be careful with that, though. Neuropazine is a bitch.
You've got to look at augmentation surgery as an investment.
Oh, they're all parroting the same marketing. Building Wings, A Better Tomorrow by David Seraph. All I had to do was skim that to get the gist of it.
Dr. Teasdale to X-ray.
I'll be there.
Dr. Teasdale to X-ray.
Oh, really? Can I just walk into the back? This is the surgical ward. Wait, you're gonna let me walk back here?
I've never been under anesthesia before. Is it true they stop your heart and the machine does your breathing?
More or less. I know it sounds a little hair-raising, but we do it every day, several times over. It's a very safe procedure.
Will I feel any pain or anything?
It gets done through your IV needle. You'll be asked to count backwards, and the next thing you know, you'll be opening your eyes and the procedure will be over.
Wow. Will I dream?
Not while you're under, but you might afterward as you wake up.
Terrifying. So many people are willing to go through this, too. Electively, at that.
Wow. Sorry, I was just looking at that scar on your head.
What scar? Okay, I just turned invisible right in front of your eyes and he walks out super cash. Alright, man. You're gonna play it like that? I don't feel like I should be back here. There's no reason for me to be back here. Wait, you're gonna let me walk right in?
If you're here for some work, please go to the counters.
I'm not here for some work. I don't know why I'm here. There's no reason to be back here. I just have... I don't know. I feel a draw to snoop around back here, and it's not even snooping because you're just letting me. From A. Margulis. Oh, that's Athena. Notes on Adam Jensen 09-0921 to my doctor, Vera Markovic. You wrote, Mrs. Margulis, of course I appreciate Mr. Seraph's support, which is why I will do my best to explain to my patient exactly what this generous gift entails. But that is as far as I will go. From now on, whatever augmentations he decides to acquire will be his choice and his alone. The patient, and not the employer, will be the one to decide whether a half-tested prototype augmentation should be included with all the others or not. Oh, I believe you have misconstrued Mr. Seraph's intent, Vera. He only wanted you to give your patient some general medical advice. Ah. So, Mr. Seraph was asking if they could test a prototype with me. I feel like Seraph does see in me what Hugh Darrow saw in him, but I also believe Seraph, being the kind of man to rise to success this way, and the kind of leader that he is, he's the kind of dude who sees opportunities,
and more likely than not is willing to take those opportunities, is willing to take the risks associated with those opportunities. I may be someone he cares about, but I'm also a whole platform, a literal platform, like a technological platform of opportunities for him to test new things, like Megan's research, like pulling me off the bench in half the time that most people take to recover, like trying out new prototype augmentations on somebody who doesn't need VersaLife's neuropaparapazine. I feel like he's, at the same time, both of these people. From Lim HO, headquarters, that's supposed to be a Q, from Lim HO to Lim Detroit All World Health Organization. Attention all staff. An inspection team from the World Health Organization will be paying a visit to your limb clinic within the next week or so in order to evaluate conditions there. Please ensure that everything is properly prepared for their inspection. When they arrive, treat them with courtesy, but continue about your business and do not interfere. In anticipation of the visit, all employees must ensure that WHO guidelines are being followed to the letter at all times. Bear in mind that any negative evaluation will severely infringe upon your clinic's ability to solicit funding. Thank you for your understanding. It sounds typical to me, honestly. Not that it's a good thing. From Karim Fong. Is she with Tai Hong Medical? Notes on Adam Jensen. Blood O Rota negative? Oh. This singular line opens up a whole new line of possibilities in my mind. This is crazy. All right, so Megan's research talks about patient X, who is also blood O negative. If my blood is the same blood type as his or hers, then I might have already been selected before the attack to be the first that they test the new research on, which means David would have selected me to be the target of this, which is why he was there and so invested in the surgery, which is why he had to be there so that he could make sure that Megan's research gets used in this way. Oh my goodness. I was probably chosen because I was the ideal candidate. Getting me attacked like that and nearly killed was a gamble that David Seraph was willing to take because I have the same blood type and there's a totally viable reason for me to be in that fight. I am the chief of security. Is David working with someone on the outside to attack his own facilities in order to test this as part of some bigger plot? Okay, I feel like I'm jumping to conclusions here. That's why you can't do this kind of stuff. And I mean like in real life. In a video game, sure, get as invested in the plot as you want. But in real life, when you go through stuff like this, you end up going down rabbit holes and avenues of thinking that are just so far off the base of reality that you become paranoid. It creates anxiety and paranoia. But man, in a game like what we're doing right now, this is fucking crazy. But again, I feel like I've gone so far off base. But am I right? Could I be right about that? Man, okay, I watch shows and I play games like this. And often in stories that involve this sort of thing, I usually come to conclusions or go down avenues and theories. And then like at some point I get proven completely wrong by the show or the narrative or whatever it is. So I'm just gonna kind of pull back on this one. I don't think I'm Patient X is one thing I want to get across right now. I think Patient X is someone else. I don't know who it is. Megan didn't want to talk about it. David didn't want to talk about it. They got it covered up by all their lawyers, like David was saying to Megan in that email. Like, what if they ask at Washington and say, don't worry, Denzel and his team will be there to jump all over their asses as soon as they ask anything. Just show your research. You're not here to answer those questions. Just show your research. So there's a cover up there. We don't know who Patient X is. And one of the first thing Megan says in this story is they'll want to know how I found it, and then we never find out how she found it. I don't think I'm Patient X. In fact, I'm almost very clearly not Patient X. But because I am so ideal. Okay, I've already discussed this. I don't need to repeat it. Wow, this is crazy though. I'm sorry. I'm having to resettle myself here. Family history unknown. Adopted age 5. No papers. Even more of a reason. This has demonstrated healing ability greater than 2 standard deviations above the mean in the following: speed of recovery, repossession of faculties, post-traumatic memory retention. Unusually large quantities of NGF appearing around implantation sites. Unique autoimmune disorder may indicate he will not require neuropozyne injections anytime soon. Our previous operation 6 months ago, life critical, requiring full replacement of chest cavity and left arm. Right arm and legs replaced at behest of employer? That sucks. Authority granted under terms of employment contract. I was constructed, and as the girl outside said, you look built for trouble. Recovery speed being unknown at the time, patient was also pre-fitted with PDOT biochips in all areas of possible neuroprosthetic insertion to reduce need for physiotherapy following any subsequent enhancement surgeries. So I could have kept my original legs and my, what was it, my right arm? Right arm and legs replaced at behest of employer. I could have kept a significant part of my original body, of my real body. Ooh. For the first time, I'm angry about this. Bionic eye prosthetic. That's the one we keep seeing everywhere. I felt no need, I saw no need to wander back here, but I felt, you guys have seen me skip things in this game already that don't feel like they fit with what I would really actually do, but I felt a need, I felt a pull to go back there, and what I discovered was striking.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons and setting garbage cans on fire.
And those were the ones we arrested. The rest were merely exercising their right to free speech.
What about my right to come to work each day without fearing for my life? I've still got to walk home tonight.
I understand your concern. But if you want round-the-clock protection, I suggest you hire a private security company. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something.
Go on in. We're still open.
This guy's just trying to muster up the courage to walk home because of those purity for. Hey, one of my battery cells isn't recharging.
People see conspiracies everywhere. They're saying that Lim's personal catalogs mean some people get preferential treatment. Please.
So those Purity First protesters are, like they said, firebombing limb clinics across the country. And it's creating a situation where the employees who just come to work every day, and they just want to get home every day, they feel in danger. That kind of protesting is not going to. That kind of protesting and rioting is not going to sway anyone's opinion in your favor. It's just going to turn them against you. It's not going to setting fire to trash cans and the like, and threatening the lives of the workers isn't going to make this guy say, you know what, they're right, let me join their cause. No, it's just going to make him want the rest of them gone. In whatever capacity that takes, which is why you can't be violently protesting something like this. It doesn't help your cause, it harms it. Thankfully, the cops arrested the violent ones.
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now, I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's got to be another entrance in the side of the building.
Man.
We have been through a lot in this session. I've been recording for an hour and 45 minutes. And it feels like we're about to get into more stuff, like the actual... We've just been getting a lot of information and getting a feel for everything. I don't know. This has been crazy. But I usually only record for a couple of hours, and I can't get started on the next thing. With this game, it feels like every time you get started on something, you're just about to be pulled into like another 15-20 minute arc, right? And that's a good thing. That's extremely good design. But it does mean I can't continue to the next part, which I know is just about to get really good. Without having to get invested for another hour, which I can't do right now. So I'm gonna have to bring this particular session to a close. Got a lot to think about. I will say, hearing David's voice over comms just now, learning what I just learned about him taking my legs and arm from me like that, and all the other stuff we're starting to put together, I heard an edge in his voice that I hadn't heard until now. I hear something different from him now. I'm a little less inclined to just, I don't know, maybe I'm upset, maybe I'm angry. I'm not sure what to think about this right now. Anyway, it's all fun and super interesting, and I cannot wait to get to the next session, but I have to stop for now. God, this is good. Yeah, okay, that's okay. That's gonna have to do it for this particular session. I feel like I want to say more or move on, but I just can't. The playthrough's integrity. In order to keep this going, I gotta stop. I gotta stop for now. Okay, anyway, that's gonna do it for this particular session, dear viewers.